Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how Windows PowerShell commands are structured. So let's start the video because I think understanding this will make it much more easier to learn and remember commands that you can use on Windows PowerShell. And unlike traditional shell commands, Windows PowerShell uses a very consistent naming system, and I will show you how does it work in this video. So let's start with the example of the command. We have, for example, command get and process. This command gets a list of running processes in our Windows system. And how does it work? As you can see, we have something that we call a verb-noun structure. So we have a verb and a verb and a noun. As you can see, here we have a get, that is a verb, and here we have a process, that is a noun. And every PowerShell command follows the verb-noun format or structure, or whatever we can call it. And as you can see, we have a get process. For example, we have also get and service, like this, but with the minus sign in the middle, like this. We can use something different. We can use set, for example, location. We can use, for example, start and process, like this, or we can use remove and item. And now I will show you I think most of the verbs that you can use at the start of the command. So we have a get that I showed you before. So we use get in order to retrieve data. We can use set. I also showed you before it. So we are setting, we are using set command, of course, to change something. So you can use it. New in order to create something. So new in order to create. Remove, of course, to delete. We can use start or stop to control processes, or you can use restart to restart something. So I think these are the most useful verbs that you can use. And now we can move to the noun part. So the most popular are, for example, process, is service, can be, for example, item. By item you can use it to file or the folder, but if you are using to the folder, I think you have to specify the item type, but we will cover it in the next videos. Or you can use, for example, in terms of noun, location. And now you can use something what we call, of course, with the verb-noun convention, get and comments. By doing get comment, you can use something like this. So you don't have to memorize every comment on your Windows system. You can just use get comment, and it will list you all of the commands that you can use in Windows PowerShell. As you can see, you have a lot of it. As I said before, for example, you have new item, new alias. You can learn from that, and you can check it on your own. You can filter that, of course, so we can clear that, but like this. And if I use get comment, and let's say I want to print only comments with the verb, right here, get. We can filter that, but so of course we have to do something like this, minus, and we have to type in verb, and right now get. As you can see, by doing this, we are printing only comments with that starts with get. So I think this is also useful. And now we can do the same, but with the noun. So let's say that we want to filter get comment minus, but right now noun, and for example that on the comments that only contain a process word. As you can see, we have 5 comments like this. So this is get, process, start, stop, wait, or debug. So this is, I think, useful. And we can, for example, I will show you maybe how you can use it. So for example, we will print get process, or maybe I will, for example, launch something. So let's launch, for example, Notepad, like this. We have our Notepad, so we can print get process. It will print all of the processes from our Windows system, and now inside of it we can search for Notepad. As you can see, we have a Notepad right there, and we can use the comment with the Verb-Noun convention. It will be stop and process, and now we have to specify the name like this, and our process is called Notepad. Like this, we can press it, and as you can see, our Notepad has been closed. So this is how you can use Verb-Noun convention. Maybe also I will show you aliases. You can use either for example use get and child item, and some comments have aliases. So instead of using get child item, you can use for example list. That is the alias that basically from the Linux system. Inside of Linux system, you can use list to print what's inside your current directory, or you have the second alias, that is dir. Dir also works. This is a alias to the command prompt, to the cmd that you have on your Windows system. So these are aliases, but I think if you don't want to remember every alias to every command, you can just use this Verb-Noun convention, and it also will be helpful. So this is all in this video. This is how Verb-Noun convention works on Linux. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.